guys, welcome back to another episode of Just One More Chapter. I'm Santana.
And I'm Melanie.
Thanks for joining us again.
Welcome to the month of May.
April.
Oh my god. So you guys, I did this before we recorded. Holy shit. I did this before we recorded. I was like, Santana, like,
Girls getting ahead of herself.
I know. I'm wanting to get out of here and go to fucking UK.
No doubt.
Get out of here, baby.
You're like, fast forward, please.
It's April. It's my birth month.
Yeah.
I don't want to age another.
Yeah, exactly. Just
year.
skip this one. That's too funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, April.
Yes.
As you can see, we're recording ahead of time.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So
That's
ridiculous.
too funny. Don't forget to rate and review our episode on Apple or Spotify. Hello. I don't know what I was going to say there. And like our video on YouTube, leave a comment if you can. You can also follow us on our socials, Instagram and TikTok at Just One More Chapter.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're doing all this for free. So please show us your support by
Show
doing
us
these.
a little love.
By doing those little things. We announced, if you didn't read Rebel Witch from the month of March, we announced April's book,
Yes.
which is Limerence by H.C. Dolores. It is a dark romance, above 18 book. If you're not into dark romance, you can skip the month of April. But if you want to give us your opinion, please go to Fable,
Yes.
our book club, which will be linked in our show notes, and let us know, because Santana have been recommending books, and if dark romance is something you do not want us to continue, because if you don't say anything,
We
probably
don't know.
We don't know. And her and I really enjoy
Yeah.
dark romance books that we've
We
read.
do. Yeah.
So yes, go to Fable, give us your thoughts. There is 2 separate chat rooms, one that has spoilers for the book that we're reading, one that doesn't. So you can still join us on Fable if you're not reading or following along with the months we're doing.
Yeah.
It's just a nice place for us all to interact.
Chat about books, whatever.
Because if you don't tell us which ones you like or don't like, we don't know
Exactly.
at all.
100%.
I want to give a mention. An author passed away, which I don't know why it wasn't more public knowledge for me.
Oh, I had no idea.
L.J. Smith died on March the 8th. She is the author who created the Vampire Diaries books, which I loved.
Crazy.
Yes, which I don't know why it's no more major news, because she's the creator of the books, who then turned into a TV
Yeah.
show, which is, I loved her books. She also created The Secret Circle. If you ever watched the first, I think it was only one season it went on the CW, but she created that book series. I loved the Vampire Diaries. I read the Vampire Diaries before Twilight came out. It was one of the books that got me into vampires. And yeah, so she passed away, and I want to mention that.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
I did not hear about that at all.
Exactly, which I always thought was such a crazy thing, because like Vampire Diaries is a huge phenomenon that like it wasn't really more popular news that she passed away.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Crazy.
It's stupid. So yeah, I wanted to mention it. I also finished Heavenly Bodies.
Oh, how was it?
Really good.
Really good.
Really good. It was my first fantasy book that had lots of lore.
Yeah.
More lore than I've ever read. That I'm really excited to keep continuing with the story.
Yeah.
I still.
Oh, is it a series?
She has a second book planning to come out.
Okay. Not out yet.
I don't know if she has a plan for like multiple books yet, but on the book it says book 1, so I'm assuming
cool.
she'll have like a book 2.
Yeah.
But I can see it being a series though, with the amount of information and the lore. I could see it going for a long time.
Oh, cool.
It's really good.
Oh,
It's an easy book. It's definitely a step up of fantasy, like how the Crimson Moth books were.
Yeah.
So
Is it similar, like kind of witches and stuff like that?
yeah. Oh God. It's like a mixture of things. It's a lot of like stars and gods.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's like vampires, but there is a character who like has fangs and bites and can like poison you, but I don't think they call it
Okay.
like vampires.
Okay.
They have like dark shadow. Like there's 2 different types of like families. People who can carry dark shadows, which is like a power, and people who can carry like light shadows. And they mark it as like shadows.
Yeah.
But it's all like stars. If I have the book here. it's oh, it doesn't show it. I thought it had like they have like a chart and it kind of looks
cool.
like the zodiac signs.
Oh, I was just gonna say like astrology.
Yeah, like astrology, but it's kind of similar names, but they don't say like Sagittarius or Pisces, but they have their own version of that.
Oh, cool.
But it's not like
That's interesting.
It's not like personality traits.
Yeah.
It's more so if you have these, you have like different assets.
Oh, okay.
You're a warrior. You're
yes,
this.
Yes,
So,
yes. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's really
I'll have
good.
to check that out. Mm-hmm.
Have you read anything? Finished anything?
Finished Lights Out,
Okay.
which was actually quite funny. Like, I enjoyed it. It's very entertaining. It's not serious at all. Like, there are some serious parts, but I mean, it's very entertaining. If you're looking for just like a light read and you want to laugh, I would recommend it.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I knew it was funny, but I didn't
Yeah,
think
it's
it
like
was
a dark rom-com.
really.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, different.
Yeah.
I've never read anything like it, but I enjoyed it.
Would you want to read the other book?
Yeah, so the other book is about Allie's cousin who's with the the mafia. So
Okay.
it could be interesting.
Did she come? Or did her cousin come up much? in the
Yeah,
book?
just a little bit. Like
Okay.
there's parts of him in there, but
Okay.
I don't know. I figured it would be like a couple or something, like how other books are.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
so we'll see. He seems like dark and twisted, so mafia vibes.
Yeah, which I don't think
I've
ever
never read a mafia
No.
one, so
I have some on my list.
Yeah, me
But
too.
I feel like dark romance kind of started in the mafia genre.
Yes.
That I feel like there's so many books with mafia.
Exactly.
Like it's so hard
hard to pick one.
Like, what was I gonna say?
Like there's
Flock.
whole series, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say Flock is kind of like
mafia-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives the same vibe for sure.
Well, this episode is going to be a lot. Currently on Book Talk, or actually no. Oh no, I'm gonna save something else for a different podcast. Okay. So Santana, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about a little TikTok author drama.
Multiple authors.
Yeah, the tea is hot.
Oh my goodness. So which one do you want to start with first?
Let's start with the Lauren Ashley.
Oh God.
AKA Tori Woods.
So if you guys haven't heard of this, you're going to want to open up a separate computer, keep listening to us, and see this. There's book threads or threads of Instagram. I've kind of like got into it, but I'm not really like familiar with threads, sorry. But a lot of this stuff starts or people exchange information through threads.
Yeah.
And so this Tori Woods thing came up of a book that this would have been her third published book. She's only published 2 books prior, which we'll get into that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Not her first scandal.
Not her first scandal. Okay. Oh my God. I want to talk about the other books after too. So she released an arc for this book, and we're going to put visuals to this podcast so you can see. But the book picture is pink. I'm just going to describe it to the audio listeners. She has like a pink book with, if you guys ever had children or seen building blocks, which it's a very common, there's always like a letter
blocks.
and then colored around it. They're wooden blocks, right?
Yeah.
So on the cover of this, it says Daddy's Little Girl in baby blocks.
Yeah. Daddy's little toy.
Sorry, toy. Holy shit. Even fucking worse. What the heck?
Yes.
So someone brought this to the attention on Threads. Do you want to read the excerpt of the book?
Oh, sure.
You can, like,
I've never
zoom in.
seen any of this because I went to go look for it and I couldn't find it.
Okay, because this is through Reddit. Someone screenshotted it. Okay.
So, Lucy, I can't help myself when I'm around him. I wet my pants in excitement. At night, I use my unicorn stuffy's horn on myself. All I think about while I'm being naughty is my dad's best friend and how I wish he could be my daddy.
Disgusting.
And then it's Arthur. My juicy...
Stop. This is supposed to be this is supposed to hurt us, you guys.
Okay.
Like, let's just get through this. Oh my God.
Juicy Lucy. She's finally 18. I've wanted her longer than I can ever legally admit. She doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be my perfect little toy, my precious little unicorn, and I'm going to be her daddy.
I'm getting so
When I
triggered.
see her playing dress up, I forget about the fact that she's my best friend's barely legal daughter, or that her mom hasn't protected and cherished her like she should. All I know is she's meant to be my baby girl. Get out. That is so disgusting.
I'm getting so fucking enraged right now. This is the excerpt of the book, okay? What the effing fuck was that?
And the dedication on the first page I read somewhere was, I will never look at my children the same way again. And
Yeah,
then
which she
someone else
deleted.
said, I will never look at the Wiggles the same way again.
I can't.
Like, you
I
are
can't. This
disturbed.
is so disgusting. Like, that was your excerpt of your fucking book, like the back page of the. I can't. Like,
Yeah.
So someone screenshotted this and
Yeah.
this, okay, and they came into attention because books get released arcs to
Yeah.
people to review before the book comes out. This was someone's review on Goodreads. I got an ARC. My rating and review are my own. I had to DNF. I think 23% was a good amount for me to review. This book has one problem. It should be on the trigger warning. It has pedophilia. The main male character started noticing the female character when she was 3 years old. This is a quote from the book. Wanting a woman as sweet as my friend's toddler daughter Lucy, who was 3 at the time. I'm sorry. Huh?
Like,
I'm sorry, what? Another quote. I made a mistake of, okay, oh God. Okay, just do it. Quote, I made the mistake of peeking between her legs only to find I can't, you guys. I can't do it.
that is so disgusting.
I'm not doing it. We'll put the picture up so you guys can read it.
Like,
I can't do it. I'm not reading it.
in what world is that okay?
I don't know.
For you, in your mind, as a mother, she's a mother. This woman is a mother with young children.
This made me so angry. Keep going, sorry.
What? Like, I just don't get it. Like, you're sick. You have to be sick in the head.
Yeah, 100%. So people brought this to Threads. People were doing this arc, and they're like, "This girl needs to be looked into. This is crazy." Tori Woods is what she calls herself. That's a pseudonym. Her actual name is Lauren Ashley. Yeah, I can't. So this came to fruition and fruition. Sorry. I'm like getting so mad. I can't think right now. I couldn't even read that. It's fucking horrible.
It's disgusting.
She came up with an apology, which then was deleted.
Oh my God.
Do you want to? Okay. Well,
Yeah, I have it here.
Okay, read the apology.
She said, I think there's been a huge misunderstanding. DLT is definitely not promoting or inciting anything ever to do with CSA or pedophilia. What is being said is grossly disturbing and breaks my heart as well as makes me sick. DLT is fictional and meant to represent the DD/LG world. I understand where I went wrong, and that is why I had removed it from Amazon this morning. What happened between these characters, yes, started at a young age. No intercourse happened when she was young. Excuse me?
Oh,
Disgusting.
This makes me so mad.
Yes, there were thoughts, and I can see how that is frowned upon. Nothing happened like that until she was of age. I know nothing that I say is going to change or fix what I've written. And then she goes on to say she'll be removing herself from the book community. Thank God.
Thank the Lord.
Thank God. And then she says,
the
if
fuck
I
outta
ever
here."
get back to writing, I will not hide who it is, and I will make sure the people I work with know the full content of my books. However, I don't see that happening. So she had lied to her publisher and editor, I believe, not telling them the full truth of what this book entailed.
Well, because she gave them a copy,
Yeah.
because you have to give your copy to a book to an editor to edit your full book.
Yeah.
She removed multiple things from this book to her editor because you knew that
Like,
that would not go through.
Obviously, that's not going to fly. Like,
Fudge no.
you are messed up, lady.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this isn't her first controversy. So when she was working under the Lauren Ashley name, she had plagiarized another author's book.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yes, so
Holy
that's
shit.
why she stopped using Lauren Ashley.
Whoa.
She started using this Tori Woods because people canceled her for plagiarizing another author's book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
So that's why she started using that Tori Woods.
Whoa, I did not know that.
Like,
so
word for word plagiarized a whole book.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
So in the mix of people finding this book and realizing it's pedophilia, and you need to be institutionalized. The illustrator who created the cover came under fire for creating a cover that says "Daddy's little toy baby blocks." She's under fire, which I do agree with. It's a why you not questioning what the book is about.
Yeah.
So she distanced herself from it as well. I think the publisher was getting, or the editor, sorry, was getting heat for it as well. But then we find out the editor didn't know all the contents
Yeah.
of the book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She has now been arrested, though.
Yes, she has. So she's based in Sydney, Australia. And
Apparently they have super strict laws there, which, good.
thank God for Australia. So Tuesday, March the 25th, she was charged with producing child sexual abuse material over her novel. Let me just see.
Yeah, she was charged with possessing child abuse material, distributing child abuse material, and producing child abuse material.
Which, yes, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Like, holding on to this content is just like any other form of content of child pornography.
Yeah,
It's the exact same.
Exact same.
Like-
you put this out and someone who is a pedophile reads this and thinks that's okay. Like, that's not right.
No, like, we're not trying to make pedophilia happen in dark romance.
No.
Like, we're not going to have a conversation right now about, like, what's good for dark romance or not. I don't care.
Yeah.
But we're not going to have pedophilia
No, like,
whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Not happening. I'm not going to, like, this action of her is just going to put more doubt to people who read dark romance. But, like, no one's accepting her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, thank goodness everyone came together and got this book pulled.
Yeah.
That no one bought a physical
Yeah, I went
copy.
to go search it because I was like, I'd just like to read what it entailed on the back and everything. I couldn't find it. It
Nope.
was gone off of Amazon, so thank God.
Thank goodness for Reddit. Yeah, she said her editor and designer have been wrongfully attacked. They were not aware of the contents. Apparently, they were under no impression that I was Lauren Ashley writing as Tori Woods. Well, why didn't you say that?
Yeah, like a liar.
It's, yeah.
I hope she's
She's on bail.
Yeah. She's set to appear in court on the 31st of March.
Yep. So it's absolutely disgusting. Like,
These authors, man,
but see, this is the thing. The whole point of the guy seeing the baby, disgusting, get fucked, go away. The fact that she had went to detail of the excerpt I couldn't even read about how he looked under her pants and saw hair. I can't do
Disgusting.
it. Disgusting. And the fact that she takes care of two young women.
Yeah.
And this is how you're describing young babies. It's fucking disgusting.
Gross.
You need to not have children.
Like, how do you even think of that?
I don't know. It's fucking gross. So she's only ever had 2 books published. Did you know what with the book that she did when she, what's the thing you were saying?
Oh, plagiarized?
Thank you. Did you figure what that book was called?
It was ST something was the author.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know what the book was called, but yeah. I feel like that book was pulled as well, though.
Okay, because I was looking at other books she had under her name, and there's one called Missile Ho, okay, which has been pulled from Goodreads. You can't find it on Goodreads anymore.
Missile Ho. Is this under Lauren Ashley or Tori Woods?
Tori Woods.
Oh, okay. So Lauren Ashley was under the one she plagiarized.
Oh, maybe, yeah. So it's called Missile Ho. So let's just read the description here. It's a sweet and naughty Christmas holiday contemporary romance novella that follows Chris and Holly. Chris is Holly's ex-boyfriend's dad and boss. Okay.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to them, they meet up on a Christmas-themed hookup app called Missile Ho
Oh my God.
that allows them to indulge in their naughty Christmas fetishes. What does that fucking mean? Find out what happens when Candy, aka Holly, and Noelle, aka Chris, find out who each other really are. What the fuck? So, okay, that was a book she read. She published, didn't read, published And got no longer on Goodreads. Can't find it anywhere. But
Ridiculous.
disgusting. Get out of our life.
Thank God. I'm glad she got charged. And,
Uh-huh.
you know, I hope she does go to jail.
Yeah, we're not gonna make that pedophilia happen. It's not gonna
No.
happen. I like dark romance. I'm into dark romance. I'm not into hearing about
No.
men fantasizing about little fucking babies.
Yeah.
And then grooming them.
Grooming them.
Because
yeah.
people groom
Disgusting.
people
All the time.
all the fucking time, and they see kids when they're younger, groom them, and then they get to them when they're older.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Gross.
Like Aaron Tara Johnson.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking say that. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Fucking disgusting.
100%.
So yeah, that was a huge one. Another one. What was the other one, Santana?
Sophie Lark.
Never heard. So I never heard of either of these authors prior to this happening. Have you?
I did. I
okay.
heard about she has a mafia like romance series that was pretty. It's the Brutal Prince series. I'm pretty sure it's
She
called.
has 30 books published
Yeah,
in 2019.
so she is like quite popular.
I've never heard of her
author,
before.
right?
Yeah.
So, maybe you can dive into this one a little bit because I just have like a few quotes here from her.
Okay.
Her
So
books.
the book in question that was set to be released in April called Sparrow and Vine. I'm going to read an excerpt. I'm going to read what the book's about. The Wedding That Never Was. Sadie Sparrow loves the beautiful overgrown winery of Sparrow and Vine. It's her family home, and she's willing to do anything to inherit it, even marry her worst enemy. It's the only possible solution, or at least Monroe makes it seem that way when he corners Sadie with his offer. Intimidation is what Monroe does best for the pack of pirates he calls brothers, and after all, somebody has to get married to unlock the family trust. Sadie's sisters are furious. They're sure that everything they love is about to be stolen from them by... Oh, his last name is something else. I don't care. But Sadie's the one who actually has to live with them. The biggest one who smells like cinnamon and insists on sharing a bed. Sadie always known... Fucking dumb. Sadie always known that she had to fight for Sparrow and Vine since she just didn't know she'd be fighting her own husband. So it was set to be released on April 2025. Again, people figured this out because ARCs came out. Do you want to go over the controversial lines that people were noticing?
So two quotes from that book. But shouldn't there be a crew of people with questionable work visas picking these grapes for us?
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Pure racism.
And I was inspired by Elon Musk. I use his 5-step design process. It's giving Trump supporter.
100% is giving mega.
It's
giving mega.
like right-wing conspiracy message through and through.
Uh-huh, absolutely. And people were, commenting on it, being like, hey, you should probably, take this out. Even her editor was like, hey, you should not have these in your book. Like, and she's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And was like, well, let's keep going with this.
Didn't take any accountability.
Not at all. She did write an apology, which I couldn't find, but since has been deleted.
Yeah.
So
I heard about the apology too, but I don't know what was said in there. But a lot of people said it was a BS apology.
Yeah. It's like not taking, I think it was not taking responsibility. Just being like, you're the problem.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing
100%.
anything. Then people were coming up with other things that were problematic for her other books, which never read any of her books.
Me neither.
These were questionable lines that people have brought up, such as, it was extremely unexpected, like an alliance between Israel and Palestine, or cats and dogs. Huh?
Girl.
What?
Girl.
Like, how are you comparing cats and dogs to Israel and Palestine?
Like, wild.
So out of touch.
Yeah.
So out of touch.
And then she also wrote a book with a black main character. And she has the main character say, he can be my master and I'll be his slave if that's what it takes to get him back. And apparently the male main character whips her and stuff at one point in the book.
Like, this woman. Disgusting has been
like, it's giving out of touch.
And how these books got by, and now we're only hearing about it. Well, I'm hearing about it because this one book was going to come out. Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so her book was pulled from everything. It's not going to be published. Thank God. But Oh, this is like a bigger question in terms of, how many other authors who've written these these horrible, racist, crazy lines and just go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Because she's very popular.
Yeah.
Like the
Very popular.
amount of books she's read, and they all have like 5 stars
Yeah.
when I was looking at it.
Yep.
That she wrote these things, and I don't believe she's a black woman.
No, she's
Writing
not.
about a black female main character and talks about being whipped.
And a slave.
Oh my God.
It's just so out of touch and just icky.
It's wrong. It's perpetuating more racism,
Yeah.
more stereotypes, making black people seem less than, talking about Israel and Palestine, just so you can have like you could have picked any fucking thing comparing things to
Exactly.
that has conflict, but you're
Exactly.
choosing these 2 countries.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off Book
It's
Talk.
sad.
It's so sad. It's yeah. Having these things back to back, it's just making me disgusted. And I'm so glad.
It makes me want to like research authors more.
Yes.
Because like,
Yeah.
there
has been-
I don't want to be supporting people who write that kind of shit.
Heck no. And having all of this topic and drama, people were bringing up other authors who had controversial pasts, which I haven't really looked into, but apparently Quicksilver, the author Kelly Hart, has some questionable things she says in her books. I'm going to look into it. I haven't read it. I don't care to read it.
Yeah,
I'm not into Fae. But yeah, I think this is a good eye-opener for people to really know the authors that they're supporting, and not be ignorant.
Yes.
Be like, well,
100%.
it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, whatever. It's just a book.
Yeah, and the whole topic of like books aren't political bullshit, get the fuck off my page.
Yeah, get away from me.
Don't listen to this podcast. If you really read books and care about books and you don't think books are political,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are you so stupid?
Yeah.
You're not reading pages? Are you actually not reading the books you're reading?
Exactly.
Get the fuck off my timeline.
Bye.
Like, people who still, I don't think there's many of them. People who have read Hunger Games and don't think Hunger Games are political, you're just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Like, get away from me.
100%.
How do you not realize Hunger Games is political is beyond me.
Like
Overturning a government.
It's like black and white.
It's
like.
exactly. Some of these people who were like, oh, I don't want to be, I don't care. I just want to read a book. Like, we're all for reading a book and not diving like super intellectual into it, but we can understand.
Of course. Yeah, we get the concept.
We get the concept of books. We're not stupid.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross. Well, the nice thing about us all being connected is that we can come together and be like, yeah, you're not getting published.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
We can cancel you pretty quick.
yes, cancel you pretty quick, and hopefully both these authors never write again.
Yeah.
Especially Tori Woods, Lauren Ashley, who's trying
I
to.
hope she goes to jail, obviously.
Yes, get charged.
Because you're sick in the head.
Disgusting.
At least get some like mental assessment done because
Well, the fact that you would try to lie to your editor and not give the full book, that should be like a
Wild.
charge or something. Like, authors shouldn't be able to do
no,
that.
exactly.
Like, there has to be some sort of, I don't know.
It's wild.
It's gross. It's gross. Trigger. This like whole podcast is just like making me so
One trigger
angry.
warning.
One trigger warning. It makes me so angry. Like
Yeah.
the Sophie Lark one was horrible, and they're I'm not comparing the two, but the Tori Woods ones.
Sophie Lark is just like a do better sort of situation, whereas like Tori Woods, Lauren Ashley is like, go away.
Yes.
Like, you need to be locked up.
And thank goodness she lives in a country that has super laws. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know if she would have been charged and looked into.
Honestly, yeah, I don't know if she would if she was in the States.
Yeah, because
Or
I
something like that. Even here, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the laws of like holding on to child pornography.
Yeah.
Or distributing it.
Would that even be considered it here? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't know the laws, but
I don't know the laws either. So thank God she lives in Australia and can't get
Yeah.
charged for that. Because if you're writing books about that, I'm sure there's other things going on in your computer.
Yeah. We need to look at that hard
We need to look at
drive.
that. I'm so alarmed for those 2 children. So
Yeah.
we'll keep you guys posted if
Yeah.
there's any new information of either of these.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you've never heard of these. Because, if I wasn't on Book Talk, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have even.
Same.
It's definitely eye-opening to see what books that have on my TBR list, and if the authors have controversy because I do care, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't want to perpetuate or support books that, you know, take advantage of marginalized communities
Yeah.
or takes light of certain topics.
Exactly.
I'm good. I'm not about that.
I agree.
Like, I support I support LGBTQ plus. We support Palestine. Like, we're not political at all,
Yeah.
but I care about people.
Yeah, exactly.
I care about children.
Yes.
I care about
We are
everybody.
all for humans.
Humans, marginalized communities. We're here
Yeah.
for. If you are listening and you're still MAGA, you can fuck off. So I don't support Trump.
Get out of here.
Trump can go bye bye. I almost said something bad. I don't want to get this pulled, but yeah, we're for human rights. We're for women rights and for
Yes.
everyone rights. So, not about supporting authors. If there are more problematic authors that are getting popular, let us know, because I do not want to support anyone who's
Yeah,
problematic.
I agree.
I am not the best at researching, and I'll
Yeah.
do better at researching popular books and authors, because, yeah, people can be people can, I don't know, what's what I'm trying to say? Not saying you be ignorant, but we don't know everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be ignorant.
And I find it's with authors, it's almost kind of hard to find stuff about them because a lot of times they can be like under a different name or you know what I mean?
if you haven't read their books
Yeah.
and no one has brought it up to your,
Yeah,
your
to
page,
your
you don't
attention.
know what they're writing about.
Exactly.
And for the most part, a lot of these authors that we've read are like first-time books for
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Right? I've-
100%.
I think there's only a couple authors that I've read from last year, 2023, where I've read multiple books from them.
I agree.
So yeah, if there's other things you want to be brought up, let us know. We just want to. It's very big in the book community, so we
We
cannot.
had to talk about
we
it.
had to talk about
the
it.
tea was too hot.
Too hot, and I wanted other people, if you are not aware, and hopefully this podcast brings that to the forefront, because that one Sophie Lark, she has other books.
Yes.
Hopefully you haven't read her books, and hopefully no one picks up her other books, because I think her other books obviously they're published.
Yeah.
They're out there in the ether.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I gotta go take like a walk. I'm like so stressed right now. Oh my
Got her
goodness. Heated. Okay, well, we're just gonna probably end it there.
Yeah.
And we'll come back next week with the more light
Yeah, a little more lighthearted episode.
and positive. So pick up Limerence by H.
Yes.
C. Dolores. It doesn't have pedophilia.
Yeah. Jesus
It's not
Christ.
that dark type of dark romance.
The fact that we need to say that. Oh my
I know,
God.
like, wow.
Insane.
People are bringing up other authors who've, like, okay, so we'll do another tangent. We're gonna wrap this up pretty quickly. I was going through and researching Tori Woods, Lauren Ashley. People were bringing up other authors who've had older characters in their books. Think about girls who are younger age, and that's like maybe a whole nother topic of these books are always delving into girls who are just of age.
Oh, yeah.
The one thing that it brought to my mind after doing this was Kate Stewart's. Was it Kate Stewart? There's so many books we've done. Yes, Flock and Exodus and Finish Line, where if you haven't read these books, you're probably not going to have any idea what we're talking about. Where Tobias, who met the fuck's that girl's name?
Oh, yeah. Cecilia when she was like 9.
Yes. So after like doing all of this,
Yeah, like that's weird. But
Which-
like he doesn't have any contact with her. So
no, but like that was weird, and we brought this up
Yeah.
during the review
yeah,
of
he,
those
like,
books.
knew about her.
Yes, which I
Yeah.
didn't like, and I think I didn't like Tobias. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys, I did not like Tobias. But after doing this and like remembering that, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
I read
right.
another book where a guy meets the girl. They don't interact, but
Yeah.
he still meets her.
Yeah.
Don't like it. So
Yeah, it's creepy.
It's creepy.
Very
It's creepy.
creepy.
And I think it's a whole nother topic of all these books constantly talking about barely age.
Yeah.
We'll say this for another time. So yeah, maybe we'll just end it. Just gonna keep going with topics. Okay, guys, we'll catch you next week. We dive more into other book topics. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.